Almost personals, as I prefer to call them, are also timeless. These are extremely detailed and amazing, actually. I feel kind of funny saying that all the time, but it's true. I mean, they're so detailed, so I recommend those also if you want to check those out. I will list the links to those down below, as well as an extended for this reading if we do one, okay? So check those out if you'd like. Let's get started. So we've got a really strong energy coming through about conflict. But wait till you see what happens next. This is just the pre-shuffle, and I like to include you guys sometimes in the pre-shuffle when something strong comes through. But we are going to lay out a spread. You're welcome to skip ahead if you'd like. This Five of Cups is about sadness. See the three flowers in the water? See how she's like knee-deep in emotion with the water? The cups represent love and emotion, as you probably know. But she's so focused on that and knee-deep that she's neglecting to see what's here that's not in the water, that hasn't fallen off these two cups. So often the Five of Cups represents, it's kind of a double-edged sword, because if she turns around, she's probably going to end up with the Two of Cups, and I think that's what's happening here. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to show you that yet. That came out last. But Five of Pentacles also came out before I started letting the cards stay out. Okay, six, and I also got the Emperor. Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords is about leaving difficulty. It's not that you didn't try. It's not that you don't have some, scars and some bruising. But it's like, see the dark, this is a new deck, and I'm using two new decks. I absolutely love them both. I guess I should tell you what they're called. This one is Mystical Moments. So the Six of Swords, see the black cloud? It looks like she's trying to get out of that situation, but the black cloud is like following her, if you know the expression. Okay, but it is leaving a difficult situation, but maybe not so easily. And then this flew out also, the Ten of Cups. This is happiness, wish fulfillment, union. So you may be leaving a situation that has just gotten too toxic, but you're headed straight to victory and success, somebody that sees your value, somebody that is honest, is open about, I want to be with Capricorn. I love Capricorn. Capricorn doesn't ever have to wonder, okay? I feel like you may have had that, but something kind of went awry, or something didn't go well, some kind of tower probably. So there's the Hermit, which you or they, see, I am also kind of picking up ghosted, something about that black cloud. But look at this, we've got a lighthouse and a mermaid with a fishing pole. So the Hermit is kind of shutting out the noise of the world, like this world, the earth. See how the earth is way down below her? The Hermit is somebody that seeks enlightenment. They go off and they close themselves off and shut off everything. So there's definitely some silence going on here. I don't know if you ghosted them. I do feel ghosted, or they ghosted you. But I'm getting a happy ending, so I like that. Of course, it could change. You never know. Let's just find out your energy. Yeah, Judgment. So you are feeling, it looks like, pretty harsh about somebody. There may be some need to soften that. Either that, or you are judging yourself and regret, maybe somebody is feeling regretful about just cutting off communication and wanting to come back. The Judgment card often will depict hitting rock bottom. Let me just peek at this. Page of Swords. Oh, that's my twin flame symbol. Nobody else's, just mine. So if you start seeing other tarot readers, if the dandelion starts becoming a twin flame sign, it started here. It's because of a dream I had in a personal experience. But Page of Swords is somebody who's investigating, somebody who's curious, maybe spying. That could be you, but definitely some, curiosity and interest. So on the safe side, we'll call it interest. On the likely side, it's probably somebody spying on you a little bit, or vice versa. Be careful with that spying, because it can become a habit. And it's usually not productive. It's usually counterproductive and more damaging than good. and a waste of time and low vibration. Knight of Wands. So this is somebody coming in fast, passionate, on fire. Look at that. Leaping. Overall energy. I want this one. Oh my gosh, the Hermit again. Wow. So that's your person. Your person looks like they've done some ascension, which it looks like you both have, honestly. Six of Cups, bottom of the deck. So the Six of Cups is about thinking about the past, family. Maybe this is really my favorite card in tarot. It's just a very sweet energy, and it's fond memories of the past. It's when once you're away from somebody long enough, and this is why I always say, don't try to force the gap closed too soon. Let the dust settle, let them miss you, because there's stages you go through when there's a separation or a breakup. You're mad, or they're mad, somebody's mad. There's a lot of ups and downs and crazy, unstable emotions. And when you get past it, as time goes on, you start forgetting what was wrong, and you start thinking more about what was right. And that's what's going on here. It looks like you both doing it. I like it. Oh my gosh, I told you guys, I saw the Emperor. In fact, a little game I play in the pre-shuffle is I will think of a card before I start. Okay, that was weird. Something fell. I'll think of a card before I start pre-shuffling, because pre-shuffle is about warming up the cards and tapping into the energy. And I'll think about a specific card, and then typically when that card will fly out. And that's when I'm like, okay, I'm in, I'm there. But it was the Emperor today. So I mentioned that I felt it. So the Emperor is divine masculine. It could be a twin flame connection. If you do feel like you're in a twin flame and you're separated or you feel stuck, those extendeds are extremely detailed for that. This looks like somebody who is overseeing his castle. It's a her. Look at that. So energies could be reversed. There's no gender. So the female Emperor could be a male with some female energy. But I think somebody softened. This is kind of like, let's see. It could have a little bit of a negative connotation, right? Because it's like they're on strings, but it also looks like they're, I don't know. There's something significant about this female energy inside this male energy. The braids, I believe, represent longevity, experience. But this might be, you know what I think this is? Especially for cross-watchers, if you're dealing with a Capricorn, and, okay, this is totally about somebody who ghosted. So apply it how you need to. And the energies, we all have feminine and masculine energy. This Emperor definitely has both. And what it is this Emperor would rather be in control than let their female, feminine, maybe what they have learned to perceive as weakness or emotion show. So there's that, inner girl or feminine energy, but it looks like they try to control it. So if you are struggling with somebody who bails when the intensity or the conversation gets too painful, or like they're on the verge of maybe showing emotion or crying or something like that, and they bail, for some of you, it's because they are on that verge of showing too much emotion or feeling too much emotion and feeling too much emotion and not wanting to show it. And it's kind of like men or masculines or boys are taught often. This person, whoever this is applying to, this person was shamed or taught crying is a weakness. Emotion is a weakness. So they have learned to, when they get close to that point, they bail. So in that case, if that's happening with you, it would be wise to, back off at that point a little bit, ease up, lean back, and, it's always, in that situation, you can handle things a little bit differently, which works really well by using words that are, that are less emotional, like practical, or I'm sure we can figure out a logical solution or a practical solution or reasonable or sensible. Try to take the emotion out of it. Keep an eye on whoever you're dealing with, and when you're gonna feel it, you're gonna feel that push, that you're going to feel inside. You want to say something more, but maybe you really kind of have that feeling going, maybe I should be back. I'm not saying you don't need to say how you feel, you do, but it's how you word it. Your words and your tone and your temperament are everything here. Because this emperor has a soft side, and it doesn't feel comfortable showing it. Okay, something like that. I'm going to leave that out. That pulled so much energy. Okay, I hope that made sense. You guys let me know, please. Let's scoot everything back a little. Alright, so, how they... I'm also getting for some of you that there was a reconciliation, and it maybe stopped as fast as it started because the conflict was not handled in a comfortable way, or the conflict blew up, or also narcissist. See, Five of Pentacles. I think I told you guys that one too. I felt that one, or it came out. And Five of Swords. Yeah. So the conflict that you got. Okay. So it looks like there was a reconciliation or a union, but it quickly went right back to, I think, being ghosted. But there's a lot of conflict and feeling left out. Wow. Strong energy tonight. This is Lionsgate, so these readings are super important right now because there's portals and opportunities opening, and you want to handle them well. There's a very strong sense of being non-manipulative and non-emotional when you handle the conflict going on here. Okay. Ooh, the Chariot. That's forward motion. Look at that. It's a snail, though. So don't rush it. Maybe that's your energy. I think we're going to have to do an extended on this because this is so strong, and I'm not going to have... I don't think I'm going to cover it all. But we'll see. The Chariot, that's a snail. The Chariot is forward motion. It's now the snails again represent, history or not circle of life. What is it? No, that's too far. Okay, unrelated to this card, I have to say, if back to what we're talking about, handling things and how to deal with conflict and being ghosted and all that. If you are dealing with somebody who is gaslighting or using, I'm going to try not to call people narcissists and just say narcissistic tendencies repetitively, because we all tamper with them and we've all learned some of them to a mild level. But if you are dealing with somebody who is, probably, I don't think this is this person. If you're dealing with somebody, maybe a family member or a friend who's trying to suck you in to pig fight. Pig fight. It suck you into something with words. Just remember that, there's a famous saying, never wrestle a pig, because you'll both get dirty and the pig will enjoy it. Something like that, okay? So that's back to the conflict. So if you're dealing with somebody who's gaslighting or narcissist, trying to suck you in, like by flipping the script and turning things on you, just remember that. If you wrestle with the pig, you're both going to get dirty, but they're going to like it, okay? So random. Okay, the chariot. The chariot, forward motion, but slow. And this is, I mean, how long does it take for a snail for these circles to, you know, come through in nature? That's, I don't know how long it takes for a snail to grow, but that's forward motion. It's a good thing. Ooh, ending. How they view moving forward. Something's got to end. Interesting with the ribs. The ending is not, the death card is not something to be feared in tarot, because it always indicates a new beginning. And overall energy is forward motion but slow. I don't know if I even touched on this Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is again, it's not rushing. Strong energy here, not to rush, not to push your point. This weed growing through this rock, you know, it may not, it's beating the odds for one, but it's, you know, it's something new sprouting. But pentacles are slow and stable and earthly. So this is all good, I think, so far. Even though it's not good. It's good but not good. King of Cups. Two of Cups. Wow. There's a lot of love here, guys. I wonder if this is a twin. Alright. It's strong twin energy right now from, I think, because there's an important portal, you know, Lionsgate opening, which is opportunities and power and strength. Okay, behind the scenes, Nine of Wands. This is, been through it. Look at the scars. And the rose represents love. So a prickly rose, injured someone, left somebody very hurt. That's what you can't see. Behind the scenes is your person is hurting. What's tarot's advice? Strength. Okay, I think I just said that like 4 times. Strength. The Lionsgate. Strength. Empowerment. But it's also like, oh my gosh, this is so strong. So the tarot's advice is the strength card. The strength card is about balancing the lion and the lamb. She's tamed the beast within. Typically it means within. So again, strong energy about fighting fair. You know, making sure you're gentle. If you have to step away, but just make sure your gentle side is there. Yeah, maybe oh my gosh, there it is. Oh, 2 emperors. Look at this. So there's 2 emperors in this deck, which is, I've never seen a deck like that. But look, one is a male and one is a female. So we have a very, the 5 of Wands is conflict. There's a conflict between someone, exactly what I said. Somebody's, I love tarot. It blows my mind. It's just so, you know, often when I do I don't do personals anymore, rarely, because they just drain me, but I never charge for them. They only do them for free here and there, but I typically don't pull cards. I typically, if I'm, you know, strong in my clairsentience is tapped in, then I typically don't, you know, pull cards. I don't need cards. I can just start rambling on the information. But these tarot cards, they're amazing because they always confirm what I'm saying or thinking or trying to say or trying to articulate. But look at that. We've got struggle, 5 of Wands, conflict, strategy. You may need to practice. Practicing is not being fake. Practicing, if you're going to give a speech, you practice. If you're, and I'm not saying practice a speech, but if you're learning something, you have to study it. You're not good at stuff sometimes. We have to work on it. This is strategy maybe towards the conflict between the feminine and masculine energy within you. Could be, for some of you, a same-sex relationship, but I don't think that's the majority. I think the majority of you, and even in a same-sex relationship, there's usually somebody that's more feminine and someone who's more masculine, or someone that takes the masculine role and the feminine role. Now, we all have both energies, so we, sometimes our feminine energy is more, is more dominant, I want to say. So if you're struggling with if you're the feminine and you're outmanning your man, this is a pretty clear sign to lean back into your feminine energy and let your man lead, okay? Because remember, we had a strong vibe about, so that's your outcome, actually. We'll get another one, but we had a strong vibe about somebody, bailing or ghosting whenever they're struggling to stay in their masculine energy and they start to feel weak and they cover it, okay? That right there, that's some powerful stuff that came through. Because we don't know that. I don't think I've ever talked about that before, but it totally makes sense. But they're thinking, okay, now never wait for someone. I always feel like I need to say that. Please don't ever wait for someone. You're shooting yourself in the foot if you are waiting for someone. You have to work on you, work on your, I channeled something about that. Let me find it. Okay, my four focus points, okay? So my purpose, that's one focus point. My finances are my, job, survival, hopefully abundance and not just survival. My family and romance. Now, I'm kind of got this on the back burner. Not much going on there. But, if you're waiting for someone, all of these things will suffer. So if you've got a struggle going on in your romantic life or your relationship, you got to keep going forward on these other things. And typically you should keep going forward and not limit yourself to someone that's not making you their priority anyway. It's just not healthy. So one of these things, and yours might be a little bit different, but one of these aspects, if you think you're going to be happy by just satisfying this one, no. Okay, you need to attend to all of them. They're all important to be complete, all right? Well, I got that when I was laying in bed. Put it here. So, okay, 9 of Swords. This is battered, wounded. Looks like paranoia. Somebody might be, let's clarify that. Ace of Cups, King of Wands, Hanged Man. Yeah, somebody is just afraid and paranoid that they'll be hurt again or that their emotions are too strong. So be careful not to manipulate. I thought I had something on that too. Let's see. Oh yeah, so instead of lashing out, try saying, I feel upset and angry. Let's try to figure this out in a reasonable, remember those words? What were they? Reasonable. I forgot now. A reasonable manner, I'm drawing a blank. What were they? Not strategy, but sensible, those kind of words, whatever they were. Okay, I don't know, this might be for crosswatchers. Don't over-text. If you have fear, anxiety, waiting for a response, that's on you, not them. You might feel like it's why aren't they responding? Why aren't they responding? That's on you. They're not on your same timeline, okay? So over-texting doesn't end as well as they... Over-texting doesn't end as well as mystery. Yeah. So it's about chasing. Okay. So don't chase someone who's running, at least. One day, one way or another, I will change them. That is not a good place to be. It's a big mistake. So in 2021, I kept stressing for a year, this is going to be the year of revelations and toxic people revealed and deception revealed, new beginnings. But I also was saying how, it's going to be toxic behavior and deception, false masks will be falling off. But I also felt strongly that it was going to be a very positive year. So, but it has been very difficult and a lot of stress. But when you put those two together, I was trying to figure this out, and it really does make sense, because if false masks are falling off and you're dealing with deception being exposed, that of course that's not going to be easy, but it is productive. Okay, so I just wanted to add that. We're going to have to do a look at this. So you guys are going to have a new beginning, but I think there's going to have to be some decisions about how things are handled. We're going to do an extended, because my camera's going to cut off in a minute. So follow me over to Vimeo if you want to see an extended. We're going to focus on ghosting. Why did they ghost? And if it's a tutorial, look for twin flame signs, look for confirmation on that. We're going to actually lay out a spread on your person, what they're thinking, what they would say if they had no ego. It's going to be a twin flame reading on why are they silent, why did they ghost, whatever that is, however it comes out the best. But we'll do a spread on them. We'll focus a lot on them. We'll get really detailed. Those things come out so strong, and I usually cry in them. So FYI, just so you're aware. Look at that. I'm so proud of myself right now. I knew it. So Empress, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. There's a portal opening, and how you handle this return is going to be a big part of the success of it. 8 of Cups, Page of Swords, 4 of Cups. Yeah, I mean, it looks like somebody can't let go. It looks like neither of you can. So we'll work on that. We'll get really detailed advice, and we will actually pull some messages. I use like 5 different twin flame decks. But we'll also get some, messages of what they would say to you if they had no ego, no fear of embarrassment, no fear of emotion. So what they really would say to you if they had no ego or no fear, okay? Wow. Yeah, it's not over, you guys. Things are going to balance out. So I love you guys. If this is where if I don't see you over at Vimeo, I love you. Please continue to pray with me for one another. And looks like you've got a return, but you just got to remember to stay in your, maybe practice how you deal with it, okay? And this may not be a reading. It may not be that you've done anything like that, or maybe maybe this person doesn't deserve you, but it looks like a twin flame for a lot of you. So how you handle it is going to be the focus. What they're feeling, what they would say.